and today we will talk about third semester assignments for the subject ERP, which is Enterprise Resource Planning, and this is applicable for December 2022 cycle. So it's applicable for all the students who have enrolled and who are now into third sem, and definitely for some of the fourth sem students who might be not able to clear the third sem ERP subject. So as you all are aware that assignments contribute 30 marks, 10 marks for each question. Three questions are there, and the maximum word count which you need to be which needs to be written for each question is 1,000 words. Plus minus 10% is applicable. Two important concepts which I reiterate in each and every video, which is about the copy case. So don't ever share your assignments with anyone. And second one is plagiarism. So make sure the content which you are writing, maybe you are referring from internet or Google or book or some other source, try to write it down in your own words. Now quickly coming to the assignment, so you can just download this assignment PDF from your NMIMS portal, going to the exam and then assignments link, so you will be able to download this PDF file. So they are having three questions. This subject is a little bit different one from the other subjects. Why? Because in this case we are provided a single case study which is applicable for all the three questions. Basically the first and second question, third is a generic question. So in this there is a PDF link which is provided, which is for BPCL case study, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. So just open this PDF file. So it's better to just go through this complete management case study once. Many questions and answers you can refer from it and write it down in your own words. It's a little bit a bigger one. It's for 14 pages, but it's important for at least for first and second question. So read each of the point, understand it, and most of the things you can find it from this 14 pager content. And besides this, we need to refer few pages from the book. So let's start with our first question. Read the case study BPCL and answer the following questions. Explain the key factors that made BPCL consider implementing the ERP. Was this organization adequately prepared to take up such a large technology project? Justified your answer by giving suitable illustrations. In this question, we are talking about the ERP implementation. What are the key factors which we need to be considered while implementing any ERP? And after that, you need to refer again the that PDF to write it something about the PPCL. First, we will talk about the generic steps. So, what page numbers to refer? Page number 147 and 148. So, going to this book, going to page number 147. So firstly, we talk about the ERP implementation. So what's the ERP implementation? So it's a process of putting up all the ERP processes into the action. It consists of the multiple tasks, which includes the planning, organizing, and maintenance. There is one definition which is being provided. You can directly write it down. It's not come under plagiarism, as we already discussed. There are few challenges while implementing the ERP. One is the timelines, and second is the poor planning. Some of the best practices which needs to be taken care while implementing any ERP solution, having a clear guidelines or clear understanding, evaluation of the various vendors, a proper plan, research development, focus on the main objectives, identification of performance matrices, use continuous improvement methods, and finally the conduct test runs. Then next part comes as the reason of implementing. So in the question is being asked that what's was the reason which leads the implementation of ERP with BPCL. So we are talking about the general things that okay, why ERP solution is important for any firm, irrespective of any petroleum sector or any mobile sector or any other sector. It simply improves the performance of the business. It increases the revenue. It increases the productivity. It increases the efficiency of the overall business processes. It leverages the available resources. It provides security, standardize the business practices, and it combines the multiple insights of operational, financial, and strategic one. So you can write these things, and after that you can give a brief about okay, these are the certain pointers which leads BPCL into acting or into action for the ERP solution. Definitely, you need to refer couple of pointers if you go through that complete methodology, that particular caselet. So it will be important for you. Going to the second question, explain the business case or the CBA, which is cost benefit analysis, the company expected to achieve through this ERP implementation. Identify the key areas of improvement through this ERP implementation. Again, we are talking about the ERP implementation, we are talking about the business case or the cost benefit analysis. So, CBA is directly not given in the book. Maybe you can refer to internet, maybe you can refer to that case study, or maybe you can just understand the concept of CBA and write it down, reframe the things. But from book, we can collect some of the stuff which I have just added up. So going to the page number 152. So first thing, it's about the post implementation. Post implementation means after implementing the solution, how it happens. It was successful, it was a failure. We need to track the performance. We need to have a follow up. We need to facilitate the seamless integration with other systems. So all these things needs to be taken care in the post implementation. Then next part comes as ERP implementation challenges. What were the key challenges? What were the stages to be followed? Was the training properly imparted? Was there any lack of business analysis, proper analysis, lack of proper support? What is the compatibility issues? What is the infrastructure investment? After that, you can write it about the cost benefit, like implementing actually leads to some performance improvement or not. Like suppose if I am saying that initially the overall productivity, yeah, overall business surplus was maybe for example taking 1 cr, and after implementing it remains the same, or maybe it remains just 1.1 cr, and the actual cost of that ERP implementation was 5 cr. So actually it was of no use, right? So we need to discuss about the cost benefit, that how the overall cost of the whatever ERP module you are implementing, maybe for example taking SAP. So the overall cost should definitely overcome the profits, so it will be a win-win situation for the company to implement any ERP. So we need to write if you refer to that particular PDF file which is provided. So in this there are many things which are provided, like after implementing, pre-implementing, rollout process. Lot many things are being provided in which it's mentioned that okay, it was a beneficial to implement that particular solution, which you needs to be referred. Factors for the successful ERP implementation. What are the key factors? Like focus on the business processes, focus on the business requirements, strong project management, strong resource commitment, a proper planning. So these points you can also add into the second question. So second and first and second question are more or less a little bit about generic one, more or less about BPCL specific. So that's why at the initially mentioned that the PDF which is being mentioned, the link which is being provided, that's very important. Go through it thoroughly. Coming to the third question is a very straightforward question. Explain the functionality of the following two modules of SAP as mentioned in Annexure 3. The very first one is materials management. So firstly you need to go to the page number 49. So on 49 page it's mentioned about the introduction to SAP, which is system, application and products. What is this all about? The company was founded in 1972 by Walford, Germany. Its product is well integrated software package which is providing a client server architecture. Those who are from IT background are pretty much aware of the SAP process, SAP complete ERP solution. You can just mention couple of things. You mentioned a couple of modules like the finance, sales, distribution, marketing, materials management, production planning, HR management, quality management. So these things you can mention. Characteristics ideally not required because it's a 500 marks question, 500 words question. So you need to stick to the actual module which is being asked. Right, it's SAP module. So going to the page number 59. So if we go to the page number 59, it's material management. So the module helps in the processing of the related day-to-day procurement and inventory function, which includes the purchasing, goods receiving, material procurement, inventory management, consumption based planning, reorder point processing. You can just draw this diagram. If you are copying it from internet, make sure you just give the reference of that particular link, otherwise it will fall under plagiarism and high probability will get a 0 marks. So make sure the if you are preparing it on your own, that's very good. But yes, if you are facing any issue and you just simply want to copy paste, then do mention the source or the link of the page from which you have referred. If you are even referring from NMIMS book also, just mention page number 59 of this book, erp.pdf. So this is about third A question. On similar aspects as third B, in which you need to introduce a bit about SAP, not much but a bit, and after that go to the page number 61. On 61 it's mentioned about the sales and distribution, which relates to the sales, delivery, billing functions of the organization. There are certain sub modules like MD, which is master data, CS support, SAS sales support, SLS sales, SHP shipping, TR transportation, BIL billing, SIS sales information system, EDI it's electronic data interchange, GF is general sales functions, and LE is logistic execution. So these all things are being you need to cover, and it's mentioned a bit about the 8-step process, which definitely details are not being mentioned and it's not being asked in the question. Just give an overview which can cover around 300 to 400 words, and an additional of introduction of SAP, which will be covered 50 words. So around 450 words or 470 words is enough for this question. So I think we have covered all the three questions, and pretty much clear from where we need to refer. And if you have any doubts or facing any challenge or any issue regarding to assignment or exam, feel free to connect to me at ngasc.me@gmail.com. And if you like this video, do like, do subscribe, and stay connected for further videos. Thank you so much.